Hello class, welcome back. We are going to review cardinal planes of the body. A lot of students ask questions on this. Some get tripped up on the differences in terms of cardinal planes and the fractures that occur through those planes. So here we go. There are three main cardinal planes of the body. The first one, right down the middle. This is the sagittal plane, also called the longitudinal plane. If you imagine taking a line going straight through here and then looking from the side, this view of the body is the sagittal plane. And it's often used when we're doing CAT scans and whatnot, where you're taking images of the body going straight through. Similarly, if you get a fracture through that plane, imagine a karate chop going right to someone's clavicle, for example. That fracture going in this direction is going through the sagittal plane. Different fracture if you're into, karate, these different like knife hand strikes and things like that. Well, you can get a fracture going this way. This is the horizontal plane or the axial plane. Imagine the axis of the spine, all the vertebrae going down. If you get a fracture going this way through this plane, that is going through the axial plane. If you're taking an image of the body, this would be the cross-sectional area view of the human body that a lot of people understand when they're giving an image, for example, a CAT scan of their abdomen or an MRI. In terms of this example of a fracture, imagine the humerus. You get a fracture going this way. That fracture is going through the horizontal or axial plane. And then the third is the coronal plane. If you imagine going, straight across this way, a view, think of a crown, the coronal area here, taking an image just, right like that. And then looking at this view from the side this way. That's the frontal or coronal plane, since it kind of feels like it's right in front, like a mirror, this plane. So a fracture through the coronal plane, this would be kind of painful. Right there, the zygomatic arch or zygoma bone, right there, that would be a fracture through the frontal or coronal plane. So sagittal, longitudinal plane, axial, horizontal plane, coronal, frontal plane. There you go.